En ik ben vandaag weer bij Theo en hij gaat een mooie kapsel voor mij maken. Geen idee wat, maar dat komt vast goed.
For us here to have a new hairstyle. She really loves the curly effect of her hair. But I don't know how much stays in her hair, but that we'll see. She will turn around to show her current hairstyle. And she has a little bit of cold.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Dankjewel. Hello friends on YouTube. Floor is back to have a new fresh hairstyle and certainly a new color. Start by always putting on the protection for cutting, especially with short hair, it's very important. Take a nice bright cape and start by wetting your hair.
Beetje nat is het al.
Ja, een beetje.
Vieze weer. Ai.
Now she really likes the curly effect of her hair, but of course a lot of it is grown out, but it's still not enough to do a new curly effect on her hair, so no perm. What I'm going to do is just spray it first with a little bit moist water, and then take a leave-in conditioner, what the curly effect is and the conditioner of the hair is.
Die ruikt lekker.
Yeah. Comb the conditioner water through the hairs. Now, I think the ends are really dry. And this part is also, there's no perm in it anymore. So I'm gonna work a little bit more in an asymmetrical line. This way I can leave some curly effect, but also get a new, trendy hairstyle on her. So part hairs in an asymmetrical line. She really likes asymmetrical hairstyles. Clip it. So this is the line I'm gonna work in. So I work till I get half on the ear, but I use the roundings of scalp, but here is no perm anymore, so that's why I work on this line.
Gewaaid.
Yeah. Creating a strong reference between the left side and the right side. And start so you can see scissor over comb. Beetje kekkie filmpjes met dansen en zo. Het duurt de hele avond, zo'n filmpje maken. Maar 3 minuten film. Maar het is veel meer werk als gewoon een YouTube filmpje maken.
Ja. En wat doe je met die filmpjes dan?
Die staan ook online.
Okay. En worden die goed bekeken dan?
Nee. Die helemaal niet goed. Terwijl die juist nog zo leuk zijn.
Nou ja, ook belangrijk dat je plezier hebt in het maken natuurlijk.
Nou, dat is wel leuk, maar het is wel ook een hoop werk.
Ja. Dan doe je samen met Mayra dan nog?
Ja. Ja, Mayra doet alle switches. Dat zeggen, anders kan ik niet zien waar ik zit. Mayra doet alle knippen plakwerk.
En jij doet de regie?
Ja. Ja, het is wel leuk, want ik ben heel goed in free creative doen. Het is gewoon gaan met die banaan. Dat is gewoon dat is gewoon de energie produceren en dan gaat hij vanzelf.
En wie danst er dan?
Ja, Diana, de vriendinnen en ik.
Oh?
Ah, moet verder
Diana doet ook mee.
Ja. Going on the top of the ears, and now I set my rounding to the back. So I already changed the position of my comb into the line of cutting. Still going straight up. And what I like about doing scissor over comb is the beautiful softness of the way of cutting. Lifting up with my comb, laying the hairs in the position where I would like them to lay. And continue on the line of cutting. Lifting up the hair straight into the comb. Dat is knap dat ik dan maar kan zo om de hoek knippen. Step in my scissor, catch the hairs with my comb, pushing them in the opposite line so I get a soft graduation into the line of cutting. When this is done, first I'm gonna create the baseline of the curly effect on our hair. I think that's the most important thing, because now I can lay the hair, of course, a little bit higher, so I can fresh the old perm, but also get a new hairstyle done on this baseline. Just a slight wiggle in the neckline. And go every time in the opposite lines of the fall of the hairs, especially in the short parts. Otherwise they don't get the same length. Working in between, take the fine part of my comb. And by using a light comb, you can see the movement of the hair much better. The underlines I do with a small clipper. Now my baseline is almost done. So now first clean this line with my small clipper. Set out the contour. And then we can work at the asymmetrical line and the curly effect. Take a fine peony clipper. Cleaning the contour from small hairs. Asymmetrie heb ik best wel veel in Nederland.
Leuk.
Clean this in between, making sure that no small hairs getting into her clothing. Then take out the clips and start on the longer side, connecting the wavy effect on the baseline I just cut. Now I want to get rid of the dry ends. There is on the perm. I take a line in the opposite lines of the line I'm going to cut and I part it over the center line so I can see the baseline of my cut on the back, but also holding the best curly effect on my hair. So lay the hairs into the line of cutting, pointing at the baseline. Don't force anything, so I don't pull on the hairs. Very gently take it between my fingers. Point them to the line. Every time go a little bit higher with the tips of my fingers, so I get to the baseline of cutting. Go the same way back, lifting the hairs up, let them turn into the finger lines. Using a very small scissor. It's a 4.5. Ik heb nu ook hele grote rollers, hè.
Oké.
Ja, dat is echt joekels.
Oh, dat vind ik wel mooi.
Die heb ik laatst bij Marielle gebruikt.
Oké.
Dat is echt apart.
Dan krijg je ook wel een grove krul.
Ja, maar heb je ook minder beschadiging op daar. Hoe groter de krullen zijn, hoe minder beschadiging. Turn a bit so you can watch with me on the base of the back. Lay the hairs gently into the fold, knowing that I have to have the curly effect. Watch by my fingers over the natural lines of her skull. So I take the lines into my fold. And don't take it hard between my fingers. Don't put any pressure on them. Leave them the way they are. Coming to the front, see the change, because the hairs lay to the front and here the hairs lay to the back. So see the change in the fall of the hairs. That's one thing that I cannot change. Getting myself a nice strong line. See, the hairs don't fall over the line anymore, so now I can connect them to the top. But first, go to the center line. Take the hairs from the top into the roundings of the skull. Lay them in the natural lines. Go in. Don't force anything. Twist my fingers and get rid of the hairs that connect to this line. You give also a baseline on top and a guideline to work on. When there's no hair to be cut on this line, I stop. Then I lay the hairs back and go to the top. First go to the front, take the hairs up into the line of the chin line. Wet it a bit. Now the only connection I make on this is take the hairs on the line that I just made, take a little bit more of this line on top. So now I had myself a line on the curly effect. So now I go in the opposite lines. And make only a soft connection to the back. Holding as much length as I can. Otherwise there is no perm anymore. The nice thing is working with a very small scissor, your hands are real flexible. Take a new line on it, about a half centimeter more. Lift the hairs up, pointing again on the lines of a skull. And by making a collar with a conditioner in it, I also nurse the perm. I know she likes the orange-red color, so mostly I'm stunning on her. And it's getting spring, and it's 11 o'clock. No, it's not a cuckoo. It's a grandma clock. Still a little bit curly effect left, but also the nice short lines on the side.
Iedere keer opnieuw hoor.
Iedere keer opnieuw. Dat is niet erg. Turn theirs. Catch them with my fingers. Knowing that a perm is always a round shape, hold the round shapes. Take a new line on it. Set it aside. Go into the lines. Nou, een mooi geluidje.
Ik doe aan alle kanten mee. Net gesport, dus
Kinderfeestje. Ja, kinderfeestje had ik gewoon zijn ballon opgevreten, zeg maar eerlijk.
Nou,
So you see it get rid of all the dry ends on the perm. Going to the top. Take the hairs up into the rounding. Give them some rounding. So shape them. My curly hair is nice, they curl around your fingers, so you must be aware that you don't cut into your fingers. And when this is done, you can make our collar. So now all the dry ends are off, she still has some curly effect. So she can still play with it if she likes, but also she has a good hairstyle. And that's the most important thing. Create her a new color, so don't go away. It's a copper and made a chocolate brown. Put a photo of the products into the video, of course. And I made the products with 6%, that's 20 volume, and they are colors of best. This smells really nice. Comes from Italy. Start with color on top. Ik heb ook de nieuwe imitatie Dyson Fön. Dus kun je straks ook van die glamour krullen erin zetten.
Oh, nice. En hoezo imitatie?
Ja, die Dyson is een octrooi kwijt.
Oké.
Die hadden ook zo'n octrooi van die, met name van die, dat je de haren naar de roller toegezogen worden.
Ja.
Nou, dat octrooi, dat hebben ze niet goed gedaan, dus dat is nou vrij op de markt.
Oké.
Er zijn natuurlijk altijd fabrikanten die erop inspringen. Een Dyson Fön kost 600 euro.
Ja.
Terwijl de imitatie die ik nu heb, van ook een groot bedrijf, is maar 300 euro.
Ja, dat scheelt.
Dus we hebben nu al, sinds we hem hebben, we een heleboel van die dingen al verkocht aan klanten.
Ja?
Ja, want de 300 euro is wat te doen.
Ja.
En er zijn heel veel meiden aan het sparen voor 600 euro.
Maar wat maakt hem zo bijzonder?
Ja, de makkelijkheid om mee te werken. Je kunt zelf heel makkelijk dan krullen in je haar krijgen.
Oké. Dat is ook interessant voor mij.
Ja, misschien wel.
Of heb je te kort haar?
Nee, nog niet.
Nog niet.
Nee, ik ga het dadelijk wel gebruiken. Ik laat het wel zien. Lay all the color on top. So you can nicely work in the underlines. Get to my chocolate brown. And in this product is so much cream, you can always smell the cream. No ammonia into it, no parabenen. Works to get on my parting line, and it's the same way I set out with the cutting. I turn a bit to make sure that the underlines is not a straight hard line. I gently come the first 2 centimeters into each other. So I soften the copper tone on top, but I create also overflow. The more I come to the back, the less I comb it up. Then I can lay the hair on top open. Close my plastic foil. Gonna wait for 25 minutes. And then rinse it out. Don't have to use heat because it's warm enough in the studio. Can hardly stay awake. But she likes it.
Yeah, very much.
Most women do. So don't go away, we'll be back. Back from coloring. After 25 minutes rinse it out. Put a nice tan conditioner over it. Now start with Kin curly product. It's a pink ribbon product, but that's just because they support pink ribbon. This apply in the hairs. Then color dry the hairs. I start just by blow drying it with my use of my hands. Comb this through the hairs, so I'm certain that it spreads all over. En lang haar is helemaal mooi, dus die er gewoon helemaal omheen vouwen.
Ja, ja. Goeie rollen.
Hè?
Goeie rollen.
Ja, mooi. Moet je kijken op volume. Dat scheelt. Nieuw effect op haar.
Ja.
Dus dat is wel heel mooi hoor. Kijk hoe mooi je eruit kunt werken. So far blow drying. This is imitation of the wonderful tool that costs 600 euros. So this is 300. Don't call it name. So you get a lot of volume on the hairs. Clean contour of ultra fine hairs. Then I take a light brush and brush it through. See how nicely the volume stays. So now I take a crystal turn and just restyle it a bit. Crystal turn.
Ja.
Bos haar hè?
Ja.
Maar voel
Ja, ik vind dat leuk.
Maar voel ook hoe stevig het is.
Ja. Ja.
Use this amount of crystal turn. Then I bring out all the curly effects. They're still into the hairs. And bring out color even more. And she likes to have big hair. So that's coming in. This is the new trend, big hair. You will see this summer on the market and into the fashion. We're getting back to big hair.
Yes.
To fixate it for a moment, I use a brush out hairspray of Lanza. Nou, thank Floor. Now, I thank Floor for being my model. I thank you for watching. She will turn around to show you the end result. We see each other next video. Bye bye. Ja, maar ik vind je. Dankjewel.
Dankjewel.
I seem to have a new hairstyle. She really loves the curly effect of her hair. But I don't know how much stays in her hair, but that we'll see. She will turn around to show her current hairstyle. And she has a little bit of cold.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.